As a parent and of former Spotsylvania County Public School students, as well as a special needs advocate, I've seen far too many students pass away over the years. And every single time teachers, paras, bus drivers reach out to me and they've expressed their pain and wish to send their condolences to the families, but often they're working either at the school system or a second job, and they're not able to attend. So I've had them in mind when I came up with this project. We've also seen roadside memorials that just, they don't do it. You know, these kids deserve better. And I wanted to create a place where families, friends, and staff could come together. So I have 3 slides. That is just a rough concept. There's a couple of these in the back if anybody else wants to look at one. It is just the design that we've come up with. On the green kind of oval on the bottom, that's the grass pillar outside where the light pole is. We were asked to make sure that it was ADA accessible, and we've done that. The hatched marks will be a hatched parking space. The curb cut will be done, and then the walkway leading into the rectangle will be with pavers and then rocks around the outside of it. That'll give it an accessibility factor so everybody can get to the park. There's a picture of the benches on the far left. They open up to little tables so families can sit, read a book, do whatever they'd like to. We will have 10 benches. Those will be in the rectangular area. There will also be a trash can and a plaque that identifies the park. And then in the center where the circle is, we will have the open area for painted rocks. So if a family wants to paint some rocks at home, then come leave them, or whatnot, they can do that. And then there will be a tree in the middle. The rectangular area is also going to be done with pavers, and then it will have the stones around the outside. All items have been donated by various community members, to include Drew Fry with fxbgprint.com. He has offered to permanently be the engraver. So the plan is, when a student passes away, the school central office will let me know, and then in a timely fashion, I'll reach out to the family and just say, hey, I'm sorry for your loss. We do have this option if you'd like to have your loved one memorialized at no cost, obviously, to the family. And we have, sorry, I'm all over the place, Archidec, I can never say that right, and Site One Stone Center. They're donating their time and services for the hardscaping products. 10-8 Solutions has also been a huge sponsor, and then just a lot of individuals in the community. There's a lot of personal kids over the years. My son, his senior year, he lost several friends, and I've watched young kids struggle because often they don't go back to school the day or two after a tragedy, which is when we have extra counselors, which is when staff is more compassionate and empathetic to the need. It might be a week or two before they're able to go back to school. So I just really, reached out to community leaders and people I've gone to over the years and said, hey, what do you think? And everybody said, let's do it. So I hope that you guys will allow us to do the beautification project. It would be right in the green area in front of the central office. There will be a trash can on site. The only upkeep would be emptying the trash can and then pressure washing the benches, which we can figure that part out later. I have spoken with a couple different age bracket counselors about this project, and the consensus that we came up with is giving it one central location, because you might have a sibling that goes to one school, a step sibling that goes to another school. This just gives it one central location. We currently have small memorials in talking to staff that are much older and they've not been maintained. People don't go there, and they've just kind of been lost. So this takes everything to a central location. Ideally, people wouldn't be coming during the school day. They would be in school. You might have, mom and siblings coming or something, but it's not going to be a huge place. It's just our school system in particular has been through so much the past couple of years. I just want the community to know, hey, we see you, we're here, we recognize your pain, and I want the kids to know, you know, your loved one's not forgotten, your siblings not forgotten, and just give them a beautiful place to go.